Hello, and welcome to the Daily Try, the daily podcast that supports you on your fertility journey. My name is Lara. Episode 10 today. Today, I want to talk to you about the grief that no one talks about. Now, this is grief, lots of different things that can happen. It might be a negative test when you're hoping for a positive, or a failed embryo transfer, or you had sex when you were ovulating and you really thought it was going to happen this month and still your period arrived. So there's lots and lots of grief I found along the way. Even I think, well, if you have done egg harvesting and you wake up and you've got that number on your hand, you can experience grief then. You thought you'd get so many eggs and you got far less. Or um, being told that, the chance of getting pregnant is really, really small. There's so many different things within this process that just make it hard. And I think society has really clear rituals around loss, like funerals or condolences, bereavement leave, but there's actually no ceremony and there's no leave at the end of a 2 week wait. Most of the time, people around you probably don't know you've gone through the 2 week wait, and even if they do, I don't think it would cross people's mind to say, oh, you better take some time off work, or, you better just take some time for yourself because you've just been through grief, an upsetting time, not finding out that you're pregnant after you put in so much time, effort, money, energy. No one sends you flowers when your embryo transfer doesn't work or when you get a negative pregnancy test, unless you have an amazing partner. No one knows to check in because most of the time, no one outside knows what's happened because most people don't talk about it. And yet, something did actually happen. You hoped and you planned and you pictured a future, and then it wasn't there. And that's hard. I remember when I did my second embryo transfer, I did get pregnant. I got a positive pregnancy test. It was very low, like the HCG levels. So the pregnancy hormone was very low, but I was pregnant. So I actually decided I was going to start an Instagram account for my embryo. I know that sounds maybe a bit crazy, whatever. But I didn't get very far because like a week and a half later, I found out that I wasn't pregnant. So it's really hard. And I obviously wasn't upset about the Instagram account, but I'm just saying that you kind of pin so much on such a small moment in time, and then when it doesn't happen, it has a really big effect. It's not like um, deciding you're going to have chicken for supper and then you get to the fridge and there is no chicken. It it's it's really hard to explain. It's you just feel like it's a really big sense of loss, and it deserves to be treated like that. And you need to treat it like that in your head, as something that does deserve to be mourned. After my second transfer didn't work and I found out that I wasn't pregnant, um, I went and caught up with a friend, and I remember we went to the beach, and we were planning to go for a beach walk anyway. And then I found out just before we were going to do the beach walk, and I got there and she was like, "How's everything?" And I told her that I just found out that I wasn't pregnant anymore. And then she said, "Okay, I've got two options. We can do a beach walk, we can drink wine, or we can do a beach walk and then drink wine." So that's what we did. We did a beach walk and then we drank wine. And that was kind of, I guess, looking back, that was kind of it was amazing to have someone that actually got it and that understood that I needed someone to talk to, that someone to be there for me and someone to kind of mourn with. But that was like an hour and a half. And, you know, things take longer than that. and there's no script for it. So basically, pretty much after that, I went back to normal life, and some people did know, and but I just kind of carried on. It's not like you kind of announce it. So if you are in the middle of that process now, then I want you to know you are allowed to be upset. You are allowed to need time. You're allowed to be devastated, even if the people around you don't understand why. Because it is really hard. You've put everything into this one thing that you really, really want, and then you don't get it. And it's upsetting. You don't have to move on quickly. You don't have to be brave. And you don't have to start again immediately. So when I did my egg harvesting, I found out that my embryo didn't make it past day 3. The nurse called me, and then about an hour later, the doctor called me, and one of her first questions was, "So when do you want to go again?" And I was just like, I found out like an hour ago. I don't know. And I got really cross with her because I just thought, why, why are you doing this to me? Why? I don't know. I've got to think about it. I haven't even had time to process what I've just been told. I need time. And I think you need to stand up for yourself in this process and give yourself time to be able to process everything and work out what is the next step for you and what is the best way to take things forward for you. Because when I think when you have this kind of grief, it's 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 kind of like love wrapped in hope. It's like you're so hoping for this. So if you are going through this, I get it. I've been through it. I've come out the other side. You will come out the other side. It will take time, but just try and be kind to yourself and, yeah, do something that makes you happy today. And all you can do is take each day at a time, each minute at a time, and you will get through this. And who knows what else is out there. So, for those of you that are going through this today, I'm sending you a massive hug, and I really hope that you have the best day you can. And I will see you again tomorrow.